Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. SIGI and the Integrity Committee are essential to federal government operations and trust in our institutions. Without their work, Inspector General misconduct could go unaddressed. Inspectors General are experts and professionals at uncovering misconduct, fraud, waste, and abuse. Mr. Greenblatt, how does the Integrity Committee help ensure that Inspectors General are both transparent and accountable?
So it is the investigatory body that Congress has created to, like I said, investigate allegations of misconduct by IGs and senior folks and a handful of other folks in government, like the special counsel. And it is one of the things I'd like to say. We had allegations about due process and transparency. The Integrity Committee has a number of mechanisms that ensure fairness, that ensure a fair process, and far more transparency than any other investigatory body I can think of. And they have regular updates to Congress. And we have, extensive reporting requirements that are far beyond anything we do in our actual day-to-day jobs as IGs. And so I think Congress should be very confident that the Integrity Committee is acting in good faith. There are a number of very long investigations that have bedeviled the Integrity Committee. I will not shy away from that. I see you shaking your head. That is something we don't disagree on that. That is a significant issue. How we address that issue, we have some ideas, but it is robust and it is designed to get to a fair answer. It is not, it's not a hammer looking for nails. Quite the opposite. It is trying to operate in a fair environment, and it is remarkably. The processes and procedures, I think, are remarkably fair, and I'm concerned that some of the perceptions about the process are simply not accurate and don't fairly reflect the process. And I'm happy to sit with any member at any time and discuss those issues, as we did, Mr. Chairman, yesterday.
Thank you. I appreciate it. In recent years, we've seen the type of IG misconduct that clearly demonstrates the need for the Integrity Committee. In June of 2021, for example, the Federal Housing and Finance Agency IG, Laura Wetheimer, resigned after the Integrity Committee found that she fostered, and I quote, a culture of witness intimidation through a pattern of staff abuse and fear of retaliation, end quote. In mid-2022, following an investigation by SIGI, the Inspector General for the Securities and Exchange Commission, Carl Heckler, resigned following reports that he refused to act on credible allegations of sexual harassment. Mr. Greenblatt, as an Inspector General yourself, can you briefly describe the kinds of recoveries and enforcement action supported by IG investigations and give us a general idea of the dollar amounts that you've had to deal with?
In the IG community writ large,
yes.
We have had remarkable success. As I mentioned earlier, we had $693 billion in either question cost or recoveries from OIG and oversight efforts over the past 10 years. It's a remarkable, I think last year alone we had $93 billion. That's just 1 year. If you add up all of the IG budgets, and roll them up and compare that with the $93 billion, it's something like a 26 to 1. So for every dollar appropriated to an OIG, we are turning back $26 in potential savings. So this is serious return on investment, and that doesn't include the variety of investigations and audits and inspections that don't include monetary returns. Like I said, the work on preventing suicides, veteran suicides, the work on protecting nursing home, the elderly in nursing homes, protecting tenants in public housing if you're from sexual predators. Those don't have a dollar figure associated with them. So just looking at the financial return on investment, it's 26 to 1 dollar, but that omits an enormous amount of what we do on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I think the clock was frozen for a little bit, so I had some extra time. I'll just put that in the bank for next time.
I was thinking the same thing. I didn't get a chance to ask questions either. Thank you very much.
Of course, I yield back.
Look, we're on a closing time. We all know that. I want to thank you for taking time. You've done well enough to be invited back. In closing, I want to thank you for your forthrightness. I also want you to know that